If you had the chance to go back to your 18-year-old self with the knowledge that you know now, what would you do differently? Now, being the fact that today is my 24th birthday, and I get this question asked all the time, I thought it would be fit to make this video on the 8 harsh truths that I wish I could tell my 18-year-old self so that I could live the life that I want to earlier and faster. Truth number 1, college is absolutely unnecessary. Now, I'm not hating on college. It's great if you want to be a doctor. It's great if you want to be a dentist. It's great if you want to be a nurse. It's also great for learning much needed social skills for peers around your age. But if you already know what you want out of life and you want to take a dive into entrepreneurship, then it might not be the best bet for you. I mean, if anything, it will only confuse you, my fellow freedom fighters. For example, ever since I stumbled upon a Tony Robbins book and I accidentally read it, that's when I actually got inspired to, travel the world, inspire a bunch of people, and create an impact and a legacy that will far exceed my own lifetime. But what happened when I actually went to college? I lost sight of my dream. And I was put in an environment where I was told every single day, Mike, you need to be more realistic, where every single day I was based on how smart I was by a letter on a report card based on topics and exams of things that I wasn't even passionate in. And this is why this quote by Albert Einstein really hits me deep. And this is what he says: everyone is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its entire life believing that it is stupid. So to your 18-year-old self, understand that you have far more potential than any professor can ever see. You have the ability to impact thousands, even maybe one day millions with your message. So don't waste 4 years of your life, little 18-year-old Mike V, learning things you don't need to live the life that you want. Instead, focus on self-education over formal education and never stop growing, never stop pushing yourself to your limits, and never stop sharing and documenting your entire journey on YouTube. Harsh truth number 2, parents don't really always know what is best for you. Now, here's the thing with your parents. You need to understand that they, at the end of the day, are also human beings. And as human beings, they naturally have their fears, they have their worries, and they naturally also make mistakes. And sometimes, even though they always want what is best for you, their option is not necessarily your best option. Now, even though I have one of the most supportive moms I could ever have, that I'm literally blessed of having, she didn't really understand it when I chose to go into entrepreneurship over a stable job. And that's because she came from a family from the Philippines who at one point, based on some luck or maybe some business decisions, ended up getting really wealthy at one point, but ended up losing all of their wealth due to poor decisions and spending habits. So in her mind, she had this limiting belief that the only way to succeed and become successful in life is to have a stable job, because of the fact that her parents and her grandparents literally lost everything because of these poor spending habits and business decisions. And I love my mom so much. I mean, one of my biggest fears in life is disappointing my mom. But looking back, if I would have based my decision to plunge into entrepreneurship based on my mom's approval, then I would have been disappointed in myself. So to your 18-year-old self, even though there are people in your life that you do not want to disappoint, at the end of the day, the person that you do not want to disappoint the most is yourself. Harsh truth number 3, everyone giving you advice doesn't know what the hell they're talking about. So when you're on your path, it will seem like everyone around you will have some type of say or some type of opinion on exactly what it is that you're doing. They may even judge you for it and tell you, oh, that will never work. Oh, you'll always fail. Oh, you do not have what it takes to succeed, Mike. And all I gotta say is, those people. Don't ever let anyone else impose their limiting beliefs on yourself, because they will never have the spirit, they will never have the courage that you do inside you. So to your 18-year-old self, if people that don't have the results you want give you advice, don't listen to them, because their 2 cents don't really matter. Harsh truth number 4, become more unapologetic. Stop asking for permission from people whose opinions of you don't matter about how you should live your life. And 18-year-old Mike Vasile, become more unapologetic with your approach. Now, most amateur entrepreneurs struggle to get what they want. They're worried about what people say. They're worried about what people may think. But at the end of the day, guys, their opinions of you and all the haters that you have cannot pay your bills. And what you gotta understand is lions don't lose sleep from the opinions of the sheep. So why should you? So to your 18-year-old self, know what you want, create a plan, and take all-out massive action. Now, there is no need to apologize from people that do not understand your dream, and there is no need to let their small minds tell you that your dream is too big. Become more unapologetic in your approach, and you could ask for forgiveness later. Harsh truth number 5, radical honesty is the only way. So this this is what you gotta understand in life. There are 20% of people around you that are causing 80% of your happiness. And on the other hand, there are 20% of people that you are currently letting into your life that is causing 80% of your pain. Now, your goal is to attract as much people that bring you the 80% of your happiness, and all the people that bring you most of your pain, tell those people to f off. And the best way to do that is to be radically honest with every single person that you meet and live your life without any filter. Literally, don't worry what other people say. Speak what's freely on your mind, and don't worry about making people mad or making people angry, because if they don't have what it takes to be with you at your worst, then they do not deserve to be with you when you are at your best, when you've accomplished your life, when you've already become distinguished in your field, in your area. There are so many people that are worried about telling people what they want to hear instead of telling people what they should hear. And I wish to my 18-year-old self that every single person around me, instead of worried about being liked, instead of worrying about fitting in, I wish I told people freely what was on my mind, on what I thought, my opinions on things, and not being apologetic in the process. So to your 18-year-old self, if you could adopt this ability of being radically honest, speaking your mind, what's going to happen is you're going to start propelling people that shouldn't be in your life and start attracting the people that need to be in your life. And when you are honest with other people and you're honest with yourself, you're gonna be able to live a life where you don't need to wear a mask to impress other people, because at the end of the day, those people don't matter. All that matters is you are on your path, you're doing what you want, you're engaged with life, and you're charged and ready to go because you're not worried about what other people think. Harsh truth number 6, spend more time with people that make you uncomfortable. So here's a question. How do you grow in the gym? How do you gain, that extra muscle mass? Well, one of the ways you do so is by pushing yourself and lifting weight that is more heavier than you're comfortable with. And it's the same thing in life. If I ask you, how do you grow in life? Well, it's the same thing. You need to spend your time with people that make you uncomfortable, because at the end of the day, you become the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. You got to ask yourself, in your life, who are the 5 people that you are spending the most time with? Do they make you uncomfortable? Do they push you to grow? Do they help you combat your fears? And do they help you see something in you that you right now cannot see? The potential, the fire, the fuel inside you that they are just waiting to come out into existence. So to your 18-year-old self, what I want you to do, Mike Vestil, 18-year-old Mike Vestil, I want you to start looking at people. Pick 5 people that have the results that you want. And even though, you have to say goodbye to your friends for now, and you have to say goodbye to your loved ones, understand that you could apologize later, and they'll understand later on, once you've actually accomplished what it is that you've accomplished, that sacrifice of just not hanging out with them for a certain time and hanging out with the 5 people that have the results that you want, that push you to be uncomfortable, that push you to get out of your comfort level, out of your comfort zone, to start succeeding and growing in life and killing it. Spend more time with those people, and that's how you're going to grow faster as a person to become the best version of yourself, little Mike Vestil. Harsh truth number 7, focus on getting rich and getting used to failing a lot. Now, there are many people out there that it's gonna lie to you and tell you money is not everything, right? And I agree, money can't buy happiness, but in today's economy, in today's society, money is up there with oxygen. You literally need it to survive. Marriages are broken because of lack of money. Relationships are destroyed because of the fact of that financial strain they have. And even though money can't buy happiness, not having any money will also not cause happiness. So earlier on, younger Mike Vestil, you need to position yourself and put yourself in a position that will increase your chances of becoming rich earlier on. That way, you don't ever have to worry about money again, and then you could live your life exactly what you define your own happiness should be. And even though money cannot buy you happiness, it will give you options. So you got to ask yourself, how are you going to succeed 10 times faster? And the secret is by failing 10 times faster. Failing 10 times faster than your competition. Failing 10 times faster than every single person around your space. Because it is in the moments of failure that you are getting feedback from the environment, that you're getting feedback from your marketplace, and you're getting feedback to give you the next battle plan when you strategize your next action step to move forward in the right direction. And the person that fails most earlier on is the person that succeeds the fastest. So to your 18-year-old self, Mike Vestil, find a way to make a lot of money, preferably online, so you can travel the world and make YouTube videos and just eat coconuts every single day. And fail as fast as possible. Like I said, fail 10 times more than your competition. Get used to spending money. Get used to investing in your mind. And get used used to failure because every single time you fail is every single time you learn. And the only time you fail and learn is when you actually give yourself the ability to grow. Younger Mike Vestil. And harsh truth number 8, make sure you get into a business that will last more than 10 years. Now here's a fun fact. No matter how much success you may be achieving right now or earlier on, 96% of all businesses will not survive the 10-year mark. So when you're focusing on your cash flow business, for example like dropshipping, for example like Amazon FBA, for example like affiliate marketing, what you need to start doing is also positioning yourself in a way where you're also creating a business and a brand that is going to survive more than 10 years. Because it doesn't matter how much money you make this year. It doesn't matter how much money you make next year. What matters is you are still in business 10 years down the road, so you're not forced to go back to a job that you hate. Now, the best way that I have found that happens and that works is by getting into a business that is based on your personality. Because at the end of the day, no matter how bad the economy gets, no matter how tough competition gets, your competition cannot steal who you are as a person. Now, there are so many people out there on YouTube that are making videos about Shopify, that are making videos about affiliate marketing, that are making videos about personal branding. But the reason why I'm not in competition with any of them is because at the end of the day, they cannot take who I am as a person. They cannot take my story. They cannot take my backgrounds. They cannot take my motivation to succeed in life. And they can't copy the fact that I just do what I am because I am who I am. And this is what you got to understand, the power of personal branding and building a business that is based off of your personality, you Inc., you LLC, or you Incorporated, is because, for example, Michael Jackson in 2016 alone made $825 million. Yet he died on the 25th of June, 2009. Now you gotta ask yourself, how did a dead man make more money than most people can ever make in their entire lifetime? It is because his business was based on his personality, his ability to impact the world, and his ability to leave an impression on society even long after he's dead. So to your 18-year-old self, Mike Vestil, once you start making the ability to make your first dollar online with a cash flow business, what I want you to start doing is spending 50% of your time building your personal brand, man, because I wish that I started my YouTube channel like when I was 18 years old. I started this YouTube channel like a year ago, and right now it's already been crazy. But looking back, if I would have started sooner, and if I wasn't just afraid to share and to document and to actually have the belief that I could do it in myself, then the results that I would have would be far more better than what it is currently right now. And what you gotta understand is, do not be afraid if you don't even have the results yet, younger Michael Vestil. Do not worry if you are the best person in your field, in your industry of what you're passionate about. Because at the end of the day, all you have to do, like what Gary Vaynerchuk says, is you got to share and document. Because what helps most people and what will make an impact more than any tutorial or more than any review that you can make these YouTube videos with is you overcoming your limiting beliefs, you overcoming your struggles, your trials and your tribulations, and you growing in your process. Because every single person likes a hero journey. Every single person likes a good action adventure romantic comedy movie where the hero gets the girl at the end. But it would have never been a great movie if they succeeded within the first 5 minutes. What we enjoy is the struggle. What we enjoy is the pain. And our favorite movie is someone that we could relate to, that has struggled the same struggles that we have, and that have accomplished the life that we had coming from where we were originally at. And for everyone else out there that is figuring out and wondering, oh my God, is personal branding for me? Understand, no matter how hard you may think it is, or no matter how much limiting beliefs you have on yourself, it will be the best decision that you guys could ever do for your life, especially if you're 18, especially if you're 20, especially if you're 30. It doesn't matter how young or old you are, because there is still time to create an impact, to leave your print on this earth, and to leave your message on this world. So hopefully guys, this helps. Question for today is, what advice would you give your 18-year-old self? Comment below so we can create this conversation. And if you want more, don't forget to get the free financial freedom resources in the link in the description. If you like this, don't forget to like, comment what you like best, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified of every single new video when I release them. And for everyone else that want more, I will see you guys on my blog. Take it easy, guys.